Welcome back to Tour Lincoln. Today we are going to be opening, reviewing, and going over the installation of the Pyle PLMRB29 single DIN stereo. So this is a radio that costs $50 but cost $1.29 to me due to me having gift cards to Target. So I got it obviously very cheap. It usually costs $50 after tax and stuff like that. You can probably find it cheaper some places, but that's how much I got this for. If you do notice me coughing and congested, it's because I possibly have COVID, so we are waiting for a test result back for that, and hopefully that'll get here today. So yeah, this is the white version of it. There is a black version of it, but it isn't at Target. They don't have it at Target, so I didn't want to. I didn't really care what the color was, and I had a gift card to Target, so I decided to just get the white version because I didn't really care what color it was. So it is a just an FM AM radio. Goes into a single DIN installation unit in your car. Most cars, I have never heard of a car that can't have one of these. Usually you just get an adapter for it, and it converts the size of your normal radio into the universal size of a single DIN radio. And if you have a bigger one, it would be a double DIN configuration, but my car does not have that, so we're just going with the one. But yeah, so it is listed as a marine radio, but it does also fit in to a car radio. So yeah, this is it. It comes with our remote and the radio. And on the back it has the features. It has Bluetooth, 30-station memory, USB and SD card readers, an auxiliary jack, just some other things. So yeah, overall it is a cheaper radio, so don't be expecting that you're getting $300 worth of a radio, but and we'll find out. But my guess, as long as it plays FM radio, I don't care. So yeah, so I also have everything you need to install it in a car. So I will get onto that here in a minute. Let's open it up. Okay, so here's a kind of a closer up look of the box. 300 watts, wireless music, hands-free calling, MP3 playback, USB SD card readers, auxiliary input, remote control, and it's a single DIN radio. It does have Bluetooth. There's a list of the features if you want to pause and read. But yeah, so starting off, just to get into the box, just open it up right there. We'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can see that better. Open it right there, and you are met with the user manual and stuff. So we'll get back to the radio here in a second. Opening that up, you get the wiring harness cables, which I will show you how to put that into here in a second. And then it looks like you get some extra plugs for the auxiliary cable, for the auxiliary input, in case you lose one of them. I believe these are referred to as installation keys. I think you use them to install and remove the radio. But we'll get onto that here in a minute. But yeah, they're just metal little key looking things. Keep those off to the side. Well, I can put them back in the bag now. You get the remote. Just kind of a cheap plastic one. Yeah. Oh, not. It is also a $30 radio. or $50 radio. So, oh, and then you get 2 more of these. So in total, you get 4 extra ones plus the. There goes the AC. But so you get 4 extra ones, and then the one that's on the radio. So 5 total. A little happy, not happy card in case you have questions, comments, or concerns, and then you can get a warranty extension, it looks like. So I will be doing that. And then the user's manual. So I'm going to take a look through the user's manual, and hopefully here in a few minutes the AC will turn off, or the heater will turn off. That way I don't have to deal with all this noise. So 5 or 10 minutes for me is 0 seconds for you. Alrighty guys, so it took a little longer than I thought it would to get the heater to turn off. So, but while I was waiting for it to warm up, it went from 45 to 65, so it's nicer in here now. But while I was waiting for that, I went through the owner's manual. I just kind of read through it, and then I also used the card that came with it to register it for warranty, so it now has a 1-year warranty. But with all of that, we will now take the radio out. Move the camera here real quick. Don't know how it got zoomed back in, but so yeah, this is the radio. It is pretty short. It doesn't have a CD player or anything. I think that's the main reason why it's so short. I was kind of surprised when I looked at it, because the one in my dad's truck is like this long, but that's because it has a CD player in it. So as you can see, it receives FM from 87.5 to 107.9, and AM from 530 to 1710. It uses 12 volts DC and V negative ground. It was made in China, and then it has the kind of schematic for it. So it has plastic wrap around it, so let's go ahead and carefully cut into it. So boom, there it is. Yeah, so everything has a nice click to it. And then you got the SD card slot, USB port, and then your auxiliary port, and that's what those covers are for, because these just come right off. So when you have the cover on, if I can get it on, and this just pulls right off. So if you were to lose that, that's why it has 4 extra ones. Yeah. So it says to remove it from this little casing right here. It says you remove the plastic trim and insert these. So to remove the plastic trim, I believe you just, yep, it just pulls off right here on each corner, maybe, yep. So there you have the trim off, and then with it like this, you can take these out. There goes that. And insert it on each side like this. Oh, there we go. So that'll slide down, get that out. Boom. There is some plastic covering on here, it looks like. But yeah, so this is the radio. Voila. Yeah, there's not much to it. So I'll keep all this stuff off for now. Just so I can install it. But before I go and install it in the car, I need to get this stuff wired up. So my car had a aftermarket radio already in it, but it did not work. So we took out the radio and threw it away. But this is the cable. So there goes the heat again. Let me turn that off real quick. Okay, so we're gonna have to just deal with the heater. But so this was the one that originally came with it. This is what plugged into the radio, and this is the end that goes into the car interface. Goes to all the speakers, supplies power and stuff. So basically, and I'm going to do this off camera because it's going to take a little while, but basically what we're going to do is just cut it right here, get rid of all these connectors, and then use these connectors and use the crimper to connect them to these. And these just plug in right here and right here. The bottom one, the black one, supplies power, and the top one is for the speakers. And yeah, I'll get those out in a second, but as you can see, there is also a 10 amp fuse right here as well. And then the antenna plug-in and RCA plugs for if you had like an amplifier or something. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off real quick, and I will go ahead and get these wired up. Alrighty guys, so here I've got it, I got it cut into two pieces. That's the part that was for the old radio, that'll get thrown away. And then I, what's it called? Stripped it, stripped all these wires. I put 2 crimps on these 2 already. And I'll put crimps on the rest, and then I can start connecting these. Like I said, this one's for power, these ones go to the speakers. So I'll do that, and you will see the resulting product. Okay, so we got it all crimped together. Here is the final product. These 2 will plug into the radio here on the back. Like I said, this one's for power, and this one is for the speakers, and then this plugs into the car. So let's go on out and see about getting it working. Alrighty guys, so we're out in my car. As you can tell, there's a couple things different. Well, maybe just one, but the radio's down here now. I moved it from up on the root on the ceiling because I liked it better here, and the mic cable does not hang down to where I can't see it. So this is where we're going to be installing the radio. It's where the old radio was, and yeah. So we got the radio and stuff over here on the other seat. So let's get into it. So we've got the tools we need. Basically, just a screwdriver, something you can use to pull this out, and while we're at it, put on the e-brake, put it into first gear, so we can be sure to pull that out, so we can get this out and out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and turn the car off because I don't feel like accidentally bumping the gas pedal and going flying into my dad's truck. So now that we have the panel out, we'll need to take this bracket out. Now this is where the original radio was installed, but the original radio was a little bit bigger than this. And like I said, this had an old aftermarket radio in it. So thankfully we already have it. But this, what this part is just a single DIN adapter unit. So it takes the stock radio size and turns it into the universal radio size that this uses. So now it just pulls out. What we can do is, I believe, just slide it in. There we go. Be sure to get it in the right spot, like so. And then I think this piece can sit on it like that and be a nice little trim piece. So boom, there's that. Can you guys, yeah, okay. Yeah, so doesn't fit the most perfect. It did come with a different adapter plate, but that would keep it from fitting into here. So I'm just gonna go with this. But yeah, so here's our adapter cables. So we're going to take the cable in here. We're gonna plug it in. Then we're gonna take our antenna cable. Gonna plug it in as well. And then we will go ahead and plug in our power. And once the radio is actually in, all this non-fitting stuff will be fine. And then the speaker cables. Go ahead and turn the car back on. Uh-oh. Battery. Oh, it's because I'm still in first gear, is my guess. There we go. So we're in park. Welcome, radio. We'll go to 98.1 because it's country and I like country. I pulled the antenna cable out. The antenna cable doesn't want to stay in just because it's not long enough, but it is playing music. It's a good song too. So we can turn it off, and we will. Let's see. I guess I did this somewhat wrong. We need to install it on this side of this. So we'll go ahead and plug in the antenna, plug in the speakers, and plug in the power. Then we can put it up to there, grab our screws, grab our screwdriver, put the screws in, and voila, snap that all back in. plug this back in, and all this does is split the 1 to 2, so I have a USB thing, and then it goes up to this cable, which hopefully I'll have the GPS up here soon. We can do the final touches of just making sure it's in there all the way, and the trim piece looks good. Which I think, like, the trim piece isn't like functional at all, it just makes it look nice. So you wouldn't actually need it, but I'm gonna put it in just cause. And if it gets in the way, I can just leave it like that. It doesn't look as good as if the trim piece were in there, but I don't care. If I wanted it to look good, I would have bought the black version. So turn it on. Welcome radio, and it did reset, so I'll have to mess around with all that, but yeah, we can go back to 98.1. And it plays music just fine. We can grab the phone, and I believe I can go to Bluetooth, go onto my phone, go to pair new device, click Pyle, it's pairing, allow contacts and call history for the calling feature, and it is linked. So now we can play some music. Turn the volume up on my phone. So yeah, there's that. What about this remote? Let's see, make sure the music is playing. And we can pull this little tab out, so the battery contacts. And boom, that works. Turn it off. Turn it back on. It says it's paused. Let's see, how do I play it? Nope, 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 nope. I did it wrong. Yeah, I don't, oh wait. Okay, I figured it out. You press the play and pause button on the remote. So that's the remote. But yeah, so there it is. I'll do some messing around with it and get it set to the way I like it. But that's going to be it for the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and I'll be doing some more videos on my car. Probably do something with this radio because I do like it here better than up there. And I'll be doing some other stuff as well. So, yeah. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell icon, and we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.